Welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. So on this occasion we're off to the Mordialloc railway station. So the Mordialloc railway station is a commuter railway station on the Frankston line, which is part of the Melbourne railway network. It serves the southeastern suburb of Mordialloc in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Mordialloc station is a ground level premium station featuring two side platforms, and it opened on the 19th December 1881. Mordialloc station was officially opened on the 19th of December 1881, as mentioned by a Sir Thomas Bent, who was the Minister of Railways and later becoming the Premier of Victoria between 1904 to 1909. The station was provided when the railway line from Caulfield was extended. It remained a terminus until the 1st of August 1882, when the line was extended to Frankston. Like the suburb itself, the station gets its name from an Indigenous word meaning near little river or near little sea, from the either a creek named Moodi or Marida. Stabling facilities are located at the Frankston down end of the station, whilst a third track is located through the middle of the station, normally used by a steel freight train and trains shunting into the yard. A pedestrian underpass is located at the up end of the station. The station precinct itself has a number of heritage buildings and elements, including a cottage-style historic station building, which was built in 1882 and 1887, and the last remaining example of an Edwardian-style railway water tower in Victoria, also known as a Type H water tower. The water tower that is heritage listed is a rare example of its type in existence in Victoria, and is likely to be one of the last water towers of any type within the entire suburban rail network. Now, once again, all credits and references to the photo and the voiceover information will be in the description below, and if I find any other historical information, I'll do it when the drone goes up. So we have made it to the Mordialloc railway station. I've just rocked up and it doesn't seem to have too many improvements, as in a lot of the train stations along the Frankston line have had some unbelievable transformations. This one has pretty much just stayed the same. I'll swing the camera around, show you what I'm looking at, and obviously there's a lot of history here. I can see that the verandas haven't really changed since the historical photos that we've seen earlier, and the station itself is very much has it's always been, probably for the last over 100 years. So we'll make our way in. There is some works happening, but I don't think it's actually to this location. I think it's just the railway line that's being updated, not the station itself. But this is your main entrance. It is a manned station, and it looks terrific. You get some coin-operated drinks. Now there's the historical water tower. Very rare from what I've read, but as you can see, the station hasn't changed at all. I even like the feature underneath the guttering. Very good. And as you can see a little bit further down is where the siding is to the left, in the centre of your image you're looking at now. Now there does appear that the station does have more shelter. I'm walking under it now. A train's coming in, and there is a subway tunnel for pedestrians to get from one side of the platform to the other. So this train's off to Laverton, so that's pretty cool. And as that slowly pulls up, I'll show you where the subway is, which I didn't even know there was one here. But anyway, we learn as we go. So I'll just put my hand through the railing. And just down there, we'll get you to the other side. Now I can tell you it's a beautiful day. The sky is blue. The pigeons are all happy up there. There's a fair few of them too, perching. There are a number of cafes nearby, so I'm wondering if they're waiting for the lunch crowd to come in. It's not quite lunchtime, and they're ready to pounce on anything that falls to the ground. So that's the other side. Looks like the other side's getting some work done. It's got a few barriers there. But this is quite a nice little station. I do like the fittings and fixtures where the posts are at the top. Very nice. Okay, very good. See if I can make my way to the other platform. So here we are back on the original side where I parked, and we're going to make our way down the subway to get to the other side. It's not too bad. It's very clean. No graffiti. And as you can see, there's a lot of works going on around the area. Maybe they are getting an upgrade as we speak. Or is it just the train line, as I mentioned earlier? But there is something happening to this side of the railway station. So another train is coming in. This is going to Frankston, and this is platform 2. So as you can see, They are doing some works here. I do like the beam that's holding up the veranda. Looks very good. It is very bright, and this is the waiting room. That looks like they might be using it as storage. I'm not sure. That gives you an idea of what platform one looks like. So here we have the very unique water tower. Now I can't get any closer. There are some serious roadworks happening here. It does look like the station is getting some sort of upgrade. Everything's been cordoned off. So there's your water tower. So there's both platforms. I'm at the railway crossing at the moment. Very good. A lot of workers about in their high-vis jackets. So I've just seen this sign here. It does look like they're replacing or removing the railway crossing and not the station. Oh, the station's going to have to go as well, I guess. So this is probably the last time we'll get to see the railway crossing as it is. And the station, if they're going to have the train going above the road, then this station's going to be quite low, but I don't know. That's just me surmising again. Whether or not it'll be like some of the other stations I've visited, where they turn the old station into some sort of information hub, a little shopping precinct, and then they have a new station with lifts and sits above this one. I can't really tell you. There's really no information about it other than the crossing is being changed. So with all the hustle and bustle, there is a nice mural right next to the station. Looks terrific. And as you can see, I've barely been here for 5 or 10 minutes. And trains come and go quite frequently. So this is pretty much one of the last times you'll see the train going through this crossing. It'll all be on stilts and in the air. Probably nearly as high as the buildings to the right of this image you're looking at now. So it will be quite high. So here we are at the boatworks, or the old boatworks, and this is what I always thought was I'd had an ongoing repair, but it isn't. It's just a feature to this area, and this won't be moved with the new railway infrastructure going in. But I always had the impression that this was something that was being restored at some stage, but no, it's just a feature. So here we have the railway going over the creek here, and I understand, speaking to some of the workers, that this will also have a new overpass of the creek, and this one might remain. So it might remain as like a rail trail sort of thing for bicycles and people walking and all that sort of stuff. So that's quite interesting. I've never been to this location ever, and it's not a bad spot. I'm not sure if you can fish here. Wow, okay, very good. And there she goes. Now, what is a bit worrying is I think we've stumbled on a homeless person, or someone that's avoiding society for whatever reasons. I'm just hoping there's nothing here that's been stolen. It's where they keep their ill-gotten gain. It is a bit of a worry. I'm not going to touch anything. It's quite dirty, if that's the word to use. There is a backpack and stuff here. I'm not going to go through it. It does look like someone actually is staying here. And this is at that bridge, and the only other concern I have is the way they're getting here is probably the way I got here, but they've also got these ropes to hoist themselves up to get out of the way if someone's sort of looking for them. So this is the trail I took, so you can actually walk all the way here. There's an actual path, which is terrific. Just got to duck your head a little bit. And the path pretty much ends here. I just wanted to get the train going over the bridge. As you can see, the path takes you all around, and where that camp is just over there to the right. Now, with all the improvements happening at this location, this siding, I'm not sure if it's going to remain. So it looks like we've got another train coming in. And into the station. And this whole section is going to be raised. So whether or not the siding stays here, I don't know. Very good. Now, what I can tell you with the siding and this immediate area, it is covered by CCTV cameras, which is terrific, because this is another underpass where that bridge is, and no graffiti whatsoever, which is great. There shouldn't really be a need for any of that sort of stuff. Murals, I think, are fantastic, not a problem, but I guess the CCTV is worked its magic, providing they follow through and make those accountable when damage is done. So there's the workers doing their thing. This tree stump would have been one hell of a tree stump to get out. That is a beauty. And I'll just show you this little bit here as well. There's a place where these two gentlemen are working on fixing boats. And I've always had the understanding that this immediate area, now being occupied by the workers, was like a shipyard to repair boats. And yeah, I think it still is. If I just put the camera there, you can see this is definitely an area where people who would need to get some maintenance done. And we've got a mural here that's sort of peeling off a bit of a shark. So Pompey's Marine, mooring for hire. Great place to take the dog for a walk, kids for a walk. Very, very good. So this is the Mordialloc Boating and Angling Club between that railway station and the railway overpass of the bridge. So they do work there. Okay, so I'll quickly jump in here with a little bit more information I was able to discover about the Mordialloc railway station. So, on the 22nd of March 1896, a new lattice girder bridge was provided over the Mordialloc Creek, which is located nearby in the down direction of the station, replacing the original timber bridge, which was to the east of the new bridge. Regrading occurred at the up end of the station, with a railway overpass built over Nepean Road. That bridge was brought into use on the 6th of October of that year. In 1990, security fencing was provided for the stabling yard, and on the 5th of December 1995, Mordialloc was upgraded to a premium station. I guess it's well overdue for a new one. So that's it with the history. Please enjoy the aerial views of that location, or this location. So here we are at the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a bit different. It's going to be interesting how all this changes, and I'd imagine within the next 6 months we'll see a huge difference here. If you did like the video, by all means, click on the like button or that thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing doesn't cost you 1 cent, and it really does help the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day. And thanks for watching. Very busy around here, very busy.